Here. What up, guys? My name is Maya, and you're not watching the Damn Homie show. Okay, let's see if the sound is on, because I don't know what I did. Oh, wow. Okay. We got it to work. Hey, guys. My name is Maya, and you're not watching the Damn Homie show. Today, we're going to talk about everything that's going on. Basically, the Big U situation, wack 100, adam22, everything in LA right now. It's a lot going on. Basically, here are my thoughts on a lot of things. So this week I did a lot of interviews. I was planning to take like the week off, and that's not what happened. So I'm trying to get this closer, but not like too close to where it's creepy. Okay. So a couple of days ago, we actually did a jail interview with Loose Cannon and Cherise Mills, his wife. And that's already posted on the official Prison Talk page. And let me tell you, that was so sad to me. Like, there was so many questions I didn't get to ask because it was an emotional moment. Like, it's really surreal what's going on. Like, they just had a baby, So it's crazy to see a man getting like ripped away from his family. And like Big U said, a lot of people that are on the indictment with him, like they have nothing to do with him. And the few people that I did speak with that are on the indictment that I'm trying to interview are saying they didn't do anything. They don't even understand why their names got called in, and they're still friends with people. Like, so it's an interesting situation. One thing I'm gonna say though is, yesterday I interviewed wait, let me get the first part out because I'm gonna be all over the place because it's a lot going on. So we interviewed Loose Cannon, and the next day on Sunday service, we were gonna do an interview with Cherise Mills on the Cherise and Loose Cannon account. So I got on there to interview her on her page, and I feel like that interview went really well because also she's a great speaker, easy to talk to. She's used to being on TV, so she doesn't get nervous, and it was just it was an easy interview, meaning like I didn't have to do much. I just had to not interrupt her. But it was a sad moment because it's like you almost want to cry listening to this. You don't want to think about, like people don't even understand what she's going through. I've been there before when my man got arrested, and it's like the worst feeling, and you feel helpless, like you're trying to do everything you're supposed to do, but it's really out of your control. But I've never had my man get taken to the feds. That's different. And especially my husband, who I just married. Well, they've been together for a minute. They didn't just get married, but they just had a baby. So they're still in like the honeymoon phase, and it's a really messed up situation. I'm trying not to curse, but what I find crazy though is everything is content. So I try to be as respectful as I can with my questions. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm not perfect. I'm still learning how to do this. I'm still learning how to, maintain my friendships with people who are viral, because how do I not bring you up if you're viral? But at the same time, do I want to bring you up knowing people are going to talk crazy about you? No, I really don't want to do that. That's not my intention, but that's going to happen sometimes. So I'm learning how to just deal with it respectfully. Like, how would I want a person to treat the interview if it was about me? When it happened to me a year ago and I was going viral for the wrong reasons because I'm arguing with a bunch of losers, like everything was content. People were like going along with every narrative people were building against me, and all I had to do was never lie. I just stood on my truth and always said, bro, if something's true, I don't have a problem admitting it. I don't do nothing I'm ashamed of. But if it's not true, I'm gonna punch you in your face before you lie on my name. Like you got me fucked up, But as much as I hate Brick Baby, I don't want to see him in jail. I don't want to hear that he got shanked up. I don't want to hear that. But it's crazy to go from me just saying he's an informant to now the whole internet saying he's snitching because he has a sealed indictment. You never know what's in that sealed indictment. It can't be good, but we don't know what's in it. So the more I see, the more I'm like starting to feel bad. I shouldn't, because that's not who I am. Like once you're my enemy for life. But I feel bad. I can't even lie. Like, I'm not happy at all about this situation. I know people were calling me thinking, oh, she's about to be jumping up and down. Like, yes, he's in jail. I really don't want to see that. Like, if you're a deadbeat father, I mean, I don't wish jail upon nobody, but, you know, what are you doing anyway? But when it's a good father, you know, I just think of it like, imagine my father had to go to the feds. Nah, that's not happening. Like, I'll go. You're not taking my dad. Like, I'll go for him. Like, I'll do double the time just to not. My dad can't be in jail. Are you crazy? Like, my biggest fear is that he catches a DUI. I swear to God, I would make him switch seats with me. Like, no, 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 switch. I was the driver. Nope, I'm going to jail. Because that's really my worst fear. So I could only imagine what his kids are going through and his wife. Like, people are saying that, and they've been saying this, I've said this too before, but that she's like cheating on him. But knowing the type of woman she is, do I really feel like that? No. I think she's a good woman. And again, I feel bad for what she's going through. And yesterday, actually, let's see if I have this. So this video is actually on Sharice Mills' page and Loose Cannons. So she ended up calling Brick Baby's wife. To ask, did he get shanked up or not? Because the whole internet was saying that he got stabbed and everybody was sending me the story. And I said, that's not true. And to run with that narrative before you even, wait, I'm like, I'm Googling something else. Like, to go with that before even knowing for sure if it's true or not, I found it a little crazy because it's like, y'all are just saying anything for clicks and views, huh? Here.
Because I'm not about to. Hello. Yeah, girl. So you talked to him just now?
Yeah, I just talked. He had literally just called me.
This is crazy. Why are people putting out false statements saying that he got stabbed?
Girl, this shit don't make no sense.
What did he say when you told him?
He was like, I don't know why you would believe that anyway.
Well,
You know him.
listen.
Like, yeah, but I'm like, no, that shit is scary.
It is scary.
Look at my lashes.
Girl,
why would you believe that? Because that's so possible. When your man's in jail, your biggest worry is not whether he comes home or not, is if he survives jail. He might get, that's a very real situation. That could happen any fucking second. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Why would you believe that? See, that type of shit is what makes me confused. For him to say, why would you even believe that? Like, you've been to jail, bro. You know that that's a very high chance of that happening. Buka buka. So it's like, why does he feel so safe to say that? The same way he felt, I'm sorry. No, I don't want him in jail. But why do you feel so comfortable saying, as if you're the biggest gangster around? Like, what are you talking about? Like, that could literally happen to the biggest gangster there is, the biggest guy, the small, like, it makes no, why you feel so safe to say, like, why would you believe that? Because are you not in jail? I'm confused. Somebody was saying that Brick wasn't calling from the feds, that Luce called, that probably Luce isn't even in jail. Okay, that's crazy to even say that. And that's, like, who would even think to say that? If anything, I thought Brick wasn't really in jail because he did call in, but he just sounds very like he has no worries in the world. Luce sounds like he's worried. Luce is really like worried, and his wife is worried. Brick's wife is worried too. Brick is the only one not worried. That's a little fishy.
And I've been crying too. You know, shit is wild. As soon as I saw it, I was like, you know what? I gotta call you to make sure you're good and make sure this is for real, because I'm not about to believe what I see on the internet. I need to, my heart felt.
Email and call me, he said.
Oh, like the GTL message thing?
No, they get emails.
Oh, they do? Well, Cannon still hasn't been transferred yet, so I don't think he has that yet.
You get a whole email account. Not a whole email account, but you got to download this app, and then they have to send you a message to your email.
Well, I think that's what that GTL thing is then, because Cannon.
Yo, I'm still learning how to use GTL. Famous Richard tried to hit me on there, and I was trying to put like $50 on my thing to mail him, and I think I put it on his stuff so he could mail me and call me. So I'm like, I got confused. I used to mess with GTL a lot when my best friend went to jail, and we was emailing like every day. And I remember he used to call me anytime his girl didn't pick up, and he'd be like, yo, can you call her? I'm like, yeah, like she's not doing nothing. Yo, and the minute he came home, what's the first thing she did? He cheated on her. Well, you knew he was gonna do that. He's already, whatever, chill out. And she's calling me like, I'm gonna call his PO. I'm like, bro, he just came home. Like, are you serious? Like, all men cheat. She's like, no. I'm like, but I was there for him. Bro, then don't throw it in his face. Like, why do people be there for you and then throw it in your face like you didn't choose to do that? No one forced you to be here. It's like, if you're choosing to do a bit with a man, that's your choice. Do it because you want to do it, because you like him, and he really is, like, you really connect with him. Don't do it because it's like you're doing somebody a favor. Because trust me, there's a million other bitches that will do him that favor gladly.
Yeah, because Cannon got
You're not
GTL
special.
thing too.
Let me see. What is it called?
Maybe it's a different service over there.
Core links.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's like GTL, I guess, girl.
Oh, it might be. I don't know, but you know what? I think it is though, because he said in Vegas, when he was in Vegas, I think it was the same system we might have used or something like that.
All right, girl. I just wanted to make sure everything was good, you know, because that shit was crazy that I saw that. I'm going to put it out
He
that...
literally just called me 30 minutes ago.
Okay. Well, I'm going to put this out right now.
Okay.
Us talking. And I'm going to say this from the wives' mouths. That is not true.
Yeah.
Because at the end...
I'm glad she did that, because Brick Baby's wife, I guess she's not like an internet person. So it's good to get her truth out there from the source. And I'm glad that the way she did it was so respectful. Like, it's so heartbreaking what's going on. I'm not even gonna lie.
End of the day, we're not going to put out narratives that people getting stabbed and all that. That's not cool, and we don't want to.
Because I know the type of woman Charisse is. She's a boss, and she's really loyal, and she's not going nowhere. And the way, when you're that loyal, you almost feel like you're in there with them. So you're not, but it's like, because you're on the outside, you have your freedom, so it's completely different. But you feel kind of helpless, because what can you really do?
Verse.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because that it could get real. So why even put that in the universe?
Yeah. It's ridiculous. It's sickening how far people will go for content. But
All right, girl.
all right, well,
Talk to you later.
okay, bye.
Bye.
A few moments later.
Baby, I am in the middle of putting a breaking news situation. So, two things. They put out a story that Brick Baby got stabbed twice today, just now, like an hour or so ago. So, you know, I call his wife, Kirsten, right away. I called her immediately. I said, hey, I just heard some crazy news. I just want to make sure you're okay. Is everyone okay? And she said, what do you mean? What are you talking about? I'm like, they said Brick Baby got stabbed. She's like, what? She jumps up and she starts shaking. She's like, are you serious? She's like, but I talked to him about an hour or so ago. I said, I don't know how recent this is. I don't know if it's true, but you need to reach out to him and make sure he's okay. She's like, all right, I'm gonna call you right back.
Yo,
And
can
I
you
guess she-
imagine? Like, I'm not gonna say to men are not gonna relate. Like, imagine if your baby mom got stabbed. A lot of men would be super happy. But when your husband that you live with, that you take care of every day and do his laundry and like cook for him, ooh, and you think something happened to him, that's
to emailed him or messaged him, you know, like how
like,
the GTL
oh,
thing
nah.
is. And he calls her and tells her he's good. And she was like, oh my God. And so she hit me back and she's like, girl, it's not true. I said,
Who even started that rumor? Like, who would think like, yo, you know what that's why I'm saying I'm never gonna put my own narratives out there. I'm just gonna go with what the internet is saying until I speak to that specific person. And then we get the truth out, then it's confirmed. Once I confirm something, then it is what it is. Cause yeah, but who would start that? Like, I can't even imagine, like, yo, let me just wake up today and be like, what should I do? Oh, I know. Let me just say Brick Baby got stabbed. Like, and I'll be the first one to say it, and the whole internet's gonna run with it. Y'all are weird.
Wow. I said, that is crazy for people to lie like that.
No, he didn't get shamed.
That's crazy for people to lie like that.
For the full video, go to the Cherise and Loose Cannon in YouTube.
Yes.
That's where I'm getting my source.
I'm about to release. I told her that I'm recording this and I'm going to put it out to stop the rumors and the false narratives.
I need some lip gloss.
She said, all right, cool. So I'm about to do that right now. And yeah, call me back, honey. All right, I love you.
Thank you for using Global Tel-Link.
Damn, homie. Okay, so also I want to speak on the 600 interview. So the day after I did the Cherise Mills interview about, you know, what she's going through right now, I actually love the fact that it's on her channel. I think that's a good idea to have people on my channel, and then if I was to interview them on their channel, and then they own that content, but I don't know, I kind of like that. The next day we interviewed 600 because he's been going super viral because everyone's saying he's the feds because he was there when the Big U arrest happened. First of all, he wasn't there. And again, the internet just runs with whatever. Saying he's the police because he had a security badge. Like, what's wrong with being security? But no. One thing I'll say is everyone's saying like he's a rat. Okay, I don't think he's a rat, but let's say he was. I can't interview a rat. Like, one of my best interviews that we've ever done together as a group was a rat. It was me, Jay Byrne, Joseph P. Langton, and we interviewed a rat, and he was a gangster rat. And it was the funniest interview we ever did. And I swear to God, if we could get just 10 snitches, the page would have been blew up. But snitches are hard to find. I have a snitch in my DM right now that's dying to get interviewed, but this is a guy from the 60s who allegedly had a bottle put up his ass. He got pegged, and then he sucked on it like it was and that's not good. Allegedly, he had a put off, but he still claims the hood and they allow him to. So I have questions as to why they allow you to still if you're gay, because I thought that was like not allowed. Allegedly, he said that he smoked meth, and that was not meth, crystal meth was his reason. But I've seen people smoke meth before. I haven't seen it, but I've heard of people smoking meth, and I don't think that they put things up their ass. I don't know, like, I've never done a drug that made me want to put things up my ass. Nothing would make me want to do that, and I'm a woman, so it's like, that doesn't just happen. You don't just first of all, you have to stretch your booty out for a bottle to even fit in there. Like, I'm still on the like pinky stage where this is even gonna hurt me. How do you get a whole bottle in your ass? Sir. What's his page again? Okay, it's Big Stu. His fucking guy. But whatever. He's claiming he's a snitch. So he started writing to the official prison talk page. But the shit he's saying is like, yo, like, he couldn't really get cursed the fuck out because he's talking about like, for real, run it then. I'll cooperate. I'll promote everything you do. I'm like, okay, lit. Can I hit my pookie before we start? Does that mean crack? Like, why are you asking me? If you're a crackhead, go ahead. Like, you don't need to ask me permission to be yourself. Like, go be a crackhead, weirdo. But okay, yo, I'm like, you want to go now? He goes, now, F yeah, okay. He said, can you put a clown emoji over my face, please, though? No, bro, your face is good enough. It's the same thing. This finna be embarrassing as fuck. I'm with it, though. Oh, why would you go into something knowing it's gonna be embarrassing? That's why I don't want to do the interview no more. Is because we're not a joke. Like, we're not here to like, for you to go viral for being a weirdo. He said, let's do 12 a.m. So for me, it was already 2 a.m. LA time, 12 a.m. for me would have been 3. I said, I'm not waiting a fucking hour. It's 3 I'm not doing an interview at 3 a.m. That's ridiculous. No. So I said, no, I'm not waiting. Like, I would have did it if he would have just got on right then and there, because I still had some energy left in me. But nah, I'm not just gonna wait an hour. Imagine, and then what if he's like, he falls asleep or the crack gets to his mind, you know? It's like, I I'm waiting on no man. The hell? Like, who the hell do you think you are? And then he said, I'll cooperate. Like, bro, I'm not the police. So it's like, you saying that is only pissing me off now. Because, okay, I'll call you boss instead. Yeah, you should. Okay, well, I'm super high right now. I'm going to look goofy. You going to look goofy either way, bro. You're lost. Oh, he said, you're lost because I said I'm not waiting an hour. He said 30 minutes. I said, I'm not waiting 30 minutes either. It's now or never. 5 minutes would have been my longest. 10 minutes would have been if I was feeling nice. But it's like, bro, you're the one calling me 30 times in a row. I thought you wanted to do the interview. You don't want to do it now? Goodbye. Like, mean ass. I'm like, okay. I'm not no weak ass goofy rap boy. You could just expose for free anyway. I said, okay. I just stopped responding. You almost had me. Sheesh. Mexican ass. Yikes. Good night, boss lady. Like, bro, get out of my DM. Like, do I have to block you? Like, I really try not to block people because that's like, that shows that you're pussy. But, yo, I'm going to start just blocking people the next time they just say one wrong thing to me. Okay, let's record it. I'm ready, Miss Boss Lady. It's like, bro, it was already 2:09. Too late. Don't bully me too hard because I'm weak-ass rat right now. On God, I just need 20 minutes to smoke my pipe and then I'll log in, ma'am. My word, 11:30 on the dot. Big Maya, a.k.a. Big Mexican Boss Lady. What the hell are you talking about? I'm Russian. But okay. I guess if you're smoking crack, I could look Mexican. Big Maya, a.k.a. Like, bro, I really love your videos, especially the way you press 600 and lose. I didn't press lose. How did I think everybody that heard that interview can see I was being very respectful and careful with my questions because I don't want to make his situation worse. So to say I press lose, you're already dumb. And then to say I didn't press 600 either at all. When did I press him? I asked him questions and he answered them. I wasn't being disrespectful and neither was he. We were both extremely respectfully to each other. So I'll let you guys know when I mark someone out. You'll know. You'll know because I'm going to be raising my freaking voice. You could get marked out. I want you to interview me. You bad as fuck. Please, boss lady, I'm begging you.
I'll be ready in like 20 minutes, ma'am.
Who you ma'aming? I ain't your ma'am. I'm an LAPD informant for Miss Officer Perkins, Miss Officer Landeros, Miss Officer Medina, Miss Captain Lillian Carraza, Miss Officer Dre, Miss Officer Erica Kirk, Miss Officer Ruby Flores, also LAPD, and I don't care, bro. Like, bro, I can't stand when I don't know you and you write me a book. We don't know each other. Even my man shouldn't be doing this. Like, don't ever write me a book. Call me and then apologize and that'll be the end of it. But to write me a book, I'm not reading all that. The hell? My LAPD nickname is Rat Boy and my LASD name is Bootlicker. I don't like that, bro. Honest to God truth. Plus, I was in PC in prison for 6 years. I snuck on any yard. Corker in a yard. Salinas Valley D yard. Cool. Yo, I need to tell you guys, he called me about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Jesus Christ. Yo, 13, 14, 15.
I really want to lock in with you, boss lady. It's really me. I'm ready to do the interview.
He sounds horny for no reason.
Cooperate. I'll be cooperative. Please get back to me when you can.
Bro, what kind of drugs is that? Yo, I'm not living. Whatever drug that is, I've never had it, and I think I'm missing out, to be honest. All right, let's see what you guys are talking about before I continue. Yo, you got a gat. I'm trying to slide it, and what's the name so I could find you? It's DamnHomie11 on Instagram, so at DamnHomie11 or DamnHomie Show on Instagram also. That's my backup account. But you guys definitely want to follow Official Prison Talk on YouTube because that's where I'm going to be most of the time. I'm only going to be here to like do updates on my life and what we're doing, but I'm not going to be on here as much for the next couple of months. So Brick didn't get shanked. No. So beautiful. Thanks, bro. That's Big U like Nipsey. Watch Brick go and get stabbed. Big U's I mean, I feel like there's a lot of other people he might want more than Brick. I don't know. Do what you got to do, homie. Don't listen to no one else. Thank you.
Honey, everything okay?
Oh, shit. Okay, and then, so yeah, like I was saying before, but I didn't have any sound, so I'm still learning how to do interviews. I'm trying to keep it respectful. I don't want to ask anything that's going to make your situation worse. I am going to go with the whatever narratives are going, but at the same time, I'm trying to figure out how I could talk about a person who I mess with without, like, how do I bring you up without making you feel a type of way? Because let's say even with Charisse and Luz, they're viral right now, so there's no way not to bring them up. But do I want to bring them up knowing to a person that's going to talk crazy about them? No. So one thing this loser said also in the DM, I think it was in the Prison Talk page, he basically was like, I have dirt on Big U, I have dirt on the 60s, and I have dirt on Charisse Mills. She's a scammer. So that already let me know that I was going to violate him in the interview, because what you're not going to do is talk about Charisse when she has not done nothing to you. She's going through enough, and you think you're going to sit here and talk crazy to me when clearly that's someone I mess with, someone I fuck with, and you're going to keep it respectful. That's all I'm going to say. What we're not doing is using me to try to get at people that I fuck with, and I don't want to see them lose right now. So people are super weird. It's like, so I asked Joseph, what do you think I should do? And he said, fuck him. You know, like, I could do the interview, but there's so many other people I'd rather interview right now. Even people that y'all don't know. Like, there's a member from the 60s who I want to interview. I think it's on this phone. I gotta get more organized. And he's actually a real member. He's not a weirdo. He's not like a bozo. So that would be way harder of an interview than someone like a snitch, because, you know, they, like, if you're a real G, you're not going to say as much. You're going to be very careful with your words, but I respect that. Like, I really do respect the fuck out of people that do that. Like, certain people follow a code, and that's how it's supposed to be. You're not supposed to speak about your own politics. You're not supposed to do that, but people do it anyway. So if I do interview this person, I already know it would be a good interview, and it wouldn't be no bozo shit. That other guy, it would have been nothing but bozo shit. But like I said before, so everybody had a problem with me interviewing 600, saying he's a rat. But it's like, I don't think he's a rat. But if he is, like, what is it to you? Like, if you follow what we're doing, we're going to interview women, people that's never been in jail, people that have been in jail to visit their family, friends. Maybe you have a mom in jail. Maybe your dad was in jail for being a serial killer. Maybe you're a CO. Maybe you're a snitch. Snitches would be the best to interview, I'm telling you. But I don't think 600's a snitch. I think that he doesn't like Big U, and it's like, it's all content to him. He just doesn't care. It's not about that. Like, he wasn't at the house when the raid happened. Big U wasn't even there. So how would you know he was there if you wasn't there? But the way he said it was almost as if, like, the police came in the house, handcuffed him, and, like, 600 was just walking around with the police, and he's like, oh, that's not what happened. So again, it's like, people just put out narratives and see if they stick or not. But I don't think 600's a snitch at all. So to say that, it's like, bro, then you could just call anybody a snitch. It's like, yeah, he knew information, him and Wack, but this is information the family gave them. It's not like they got it from the police. And you know how they're not with the police? Because in the indictment, Wack is considered a rival to Big U. He's not in the paperwork as an informant. I feel like they would have had him as an informant. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know everything. But from what I'm assuming, if he's a rival, they're probably looking into him too. And there's a reason. I mean, he's not doing anything illegal. Everything he's doing is, official. But it's scary. Like, when you have a past, at any second, like, you could get picked up for something you did like 100 years ago. It's like, you really have to be so careful with your words. And nowadays, it's like, the state of podcasting is so crazy. Like, you have to, be who you say you are. You can't just be like a bozo. But it's like, look at Luce. Like, he's really a real one. Like, he's a real gangbanger. Like, and people kept saying, you're not from the 60s. To the point where you almost have a man trying to prove himself. Like, yes, I am. Like, what do you mean? Like, I've been around this shit a long time. Like, trust me. Now people are shutting the fuck up because he clearly is. It don't get no more 60s than this. Like, clearly he's from the 60s. And then with all the videos coming out from before, he's been there. So for anyone to say he wasn't a part of that is crazy. So now, apparently yesterday, Adam22 said that the feds came to No Jumper and everybody's saying that they're going to arrest Adam. And if that happens, then Wack is an informant. First of all, Adam's not getting arrested. If the police is using No Jumper as a way to help them figure things out, why would they need to put a stop to it? If anything, Adam's made it very clear before that if he had to, you know, cooperate, he would. Because he just wants to go to work. He just wants to pay, you know, like he's a family man. He just wants to work, come home to his wife, the end. Like, that's it. He's not going to go to jail for nobody. And he, you know, when a person makes it clear, what are you really going to say to them? But like before, to say that Brick Baby got stopped in jail and he didn't, people are really crazy. Anyway. So yeah, everyone go to the official Prison Talk page. Let's see, for the updates. We just posted, okay, so just now, we just posted the Baby B Brazy, Serving Life, Speaks from the Cage, Raw and Uncut. And 3 hours ago, we just posted the Baby B Brazy, yeah. So my last couple of interviews is 600. We just posted J Hood. I just spoke to Young Yan Hefe. That was a really great interview. Another person who you don't have to say, you don't have to do much work to interview him. You need to just shut the fuck up and don't interrupt him because he knows how to speak. Yo, for someone that's been doing this for only 6 months, he's very good at this. So, yo, shout out to him. Oh, yo. And, okay, then the Loose Cannon interview. But the Sharice Mills one, that's on their account. So you guys got to go there for that. It's a live from Sunday. It's called Sunday Service. And we're definitely going to do another live again soon. We don't know when just yet. I also need to get the C-Star live edited that we did a month ago. And then we just did one yesterday for like an hour. And I got to get that also edited or get some clips from there. Because we had a lot of funny moments. We were just talking shit. We didn't really prepare. Like we said we was going to go live. And I was like, what are we going to talk about? And just whatever. I'm like, okay. So that got to get it clipped real quick. What else? Right now, No Jumper. News is going on. Let's see who's on the news. Yo, I actually miss when Josh used to post like who was gonna be at the news that day, so you know if it's worth watching or not. So we got, let's see, Remo. Shout out to Remo. I don't know who this is. Some nobody. Almighty Suspect. I don't know who this is. Oh, is that Creep or something from Flacco's people? Okay. And then the girl Jalise with the braces girl.
Nigga got a public defender trying to compare. You trying to compare $5,000 nigga to $1 million nigga? No disrespect. No dick suck. Yeah, no dick suck. You feel me? You feel me? No dick suck, no troll. But like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Y'all in two different tax brackets. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so I've been speaking to Famous Richard. Yo, I don't know what's going on with his case, but they're basically holding him like for no reason right now. They're not giving him a court date and they're like playing with him. He's from Chicago, so I don't think he understands that New York police is really bad. Miami police like, ain't that bad at all, but New York police, oh my God. So, like, I would have told him at the time, bro, stop playing with these people. I'm telling you, New York police can ruin your life. But how do you tell a grown man what to do and you're not even his girl? You can't even tell your own man what to do, really. Like, because that's kind of stupid. Like, when a man's supposed to lead and you telling him what to do, but telling someone else's man, that ain't none of my business. Plus, people don't ever listen to any of my advice anyway till it's too late. Because, yeah. But he said that he thinks NBA Youngboy, the reason he just came home is because he's ratting. Because he's like, I'm getting... My first offer is like 5 years for a gun. It's like, how is he coming home? And I understand what he's saying, but what happens to everyone saying, where's the paperwork, you know? So let's see. How long have I been live for? Let's see. 34 minutes. I might have to come back later and finish because I have a lot more to say. But yeah, everybody go follow the official Prison Talk page. And I'm about to go outside because, yeah. And I got more updates a little later. So